Hello y'all, welcome back to my channel. The background's different today because I'm actually dog sitting for the cutest little guy I've ever seen in my life. He's so funny. So I'm gonna be setting up for December today. It is Saturday, so we're getting close to December and I am really excited to jump in. I don't even know where this planner ends or begins. Here we go. So my planner, it is chunky, and it is this chunky without me even really using the monthly and weeklies in this. So I am so excited for next year where I have my flow planners. I'm so excited for these. This one is going to be for creative and goal type tracking, and this is just for like the real life, budget, health, etc., work, school, all of that will go in this one. But that's for a different video. For today, we are flipping to December, so we only have this much left. I actually didn't fill out my planner all the way last year, so this is actually really exciting for me to actually get to the end of it. And it would be such a pain to have to plan with such a lopsided planner. But the amazing thing, especially about like Rosey Life Planner, is you can just split it anywhere, lay it down, the spine can take it, and you're good to go. So before I jump to the voiceover, I'm going to show you what I'm working with today. So let me set this to the side. The kit I am using is Sugar and Spice from Planners Anonymous. They made the cutest. Oh, it's so cute. This was actually from last year, I believe. And I bought it, but I didn't use it. And I'm really excited to use it this year. So these are the stamps that come with it. So it's like an icing, an HO, so like ho ho ho, but with hearts, little gingerbread guy, and a build your own gingerbread man. I'm so excited for that. There's candy canes, sprinkles, some fun icons, like drinking hot cocoa, a sweater, shopping, Christmas lights, Christmas tree, oh snap, and here's all the little faces, an ornament, and different lights. So this is gonna be really cute to use. I'll probably use the ornament as my like do lists, the way I used the tea bag last time. This is from a previous kit of theirs as well that was a winter theme. So chill out, ice. This is supposed to be like an icicle dripping, different winter animals. I'm not sure that I'll use this, but I brought it just in case. And I also have this dusty rose, Victorian velvet rather, ink that might match the colors. Now let's get into the washi. This is not all from this kit, but oh my gosh, look at this. Look at these adorable little guys. They're planner clips. This one clips from the side. This one, she was so sad. There was a miscommunication, I guess, and they put the clip on this side instead of this side where it's broken. But they were joking about how like, well, he is a broken gingerbread, so it makes sense that it wouldn't go the way you wanted it to. But he's so cute. I don't care that it's upside down. These are the washi. Here's my little Sugar and Spice from the winter kit that those other stamps came with. And from another winter kit of theirs. This is just the most gorgeous thing. These I'm probably not using in this setup. I might use in my January though. Then these are also from Planners Anonymous. I'm sorry, it's washi tape, so hair gets stuck in there. It's a very cute, like Christmas tree garland dangle washi. A garland here, and then the Christmassy plaid. This is a washi that I've just had forever. It's like little holiday stamps. Just a pretty sparkly washi. And then we get into the kit ones other than this, which is a new one from Rosey Life Planner from her December kit. And it's just so gorgeous that I had to have it. So it came with my planners. Now we're into the actual Sugar and Spice washi. So this is like a little paint smoosh but it has little gingerbread men in it and the different pastels. This, it's like different sugar cookies. My one complaint about this is that these guys are going up and down, so I would want to use it on the side of the page, but then it says, oh snap, this way. So not my favorite washi, to be honest. This one is adorable. Gingerbread men, different like present scenes and stuff like that. This one is another one that I'll use it if I have to, like fill in a certain size space, but baking spirits bright, that's cute. Merry Christmas, snow much fun, oh snap, things like that. This is a gingerbread cookie drip washi that's very cute. All right, so those are my washies, and then the stickers. But first of all, just the folder. Look at it. I'm so obsessed. It's so cute. The colors are adorable. So this is the terrible strip of stickers that you can like rip up however you want, or you can just use the whole sticker and plop it down. So I like all the pastels. I think last year I was really in the mood for a more traditional Christmas color, but the pastels are really beautiful and really speaking to me this year. Cute little mouse, a little gingerbread man, a Santa, date covers that are little gifts, some boxes. This is like a bucket list. So we have put up the tree, wrap presents, drink hot cocoa, bake cookies, watch Christmas movies, and decorate the gingerbread house. A little cookie tower that turns into a tree, gingerbread mug. I love this. Oh, if we had had a washi roll of this, I would have died. And this will match pretty well. And then we have snow globe, date covers, more sugar cookies, a donut tree, different ornaments that look like cookies. You could kind of build your own gingerbread house or just use this as a box, which is probably what I'll do. I'll use that for my do box. And here's all the cookies, the little gingerbread men, washi strips. Oh, I love this page. This one is very cute. It's for making boxes, and then you have the frosting drip. She was very into wanting to make it like the white cover and see how that would work. And I don't know, we'll find out, but it looks cute. A little town terrible washi page, snow globes, and snow globe date dots. The beautiful smush with the gingerbread men in it. Some boxes. I was gonna say it's upside down, but there's no right side up for that. Here's the wordfetti. I'm not usually a big user of wordfetti, but the thing that I do love about the Planners Anonymous kits, most of them come with wordfetti. It's always very different things. It's cute little puns that are related to the kit, and she kind of takes you on the journey of the kit with her wordfetti. Like wrapped in warmth and gingerbread love, believe in your elf, jingle all the way, too sweet to eat, peppermint kisses, bake the world a sweeter place, wishing you a magical Christmas, whisking you, oh that's cute, 'tis the season to be sweet, baking up magic one gingerbread at a time, the magic is in the frosting, candy coated dreams, etc., etc. Like there's so many gingerbread kisses and candy cane wishes. Believe in the magic of Christmas, slay my name, don't get your tinsel in a tangle. Like it's so cute and punny and adorable. So even if I don't use them, I read them because they're so funny and adorable. And then this is a big kit too. More deco. This is more holiday decor. So a nutcracker, presents, candles, little tree display, fireplace, and then this really pretty garland that I love, and the tree version of it that you can rip. Oh, little nutcracker and ballerina. More reindeer, cute little ornaments. A gift. This is the ornament page, so you can do a whole spread based around that. Different gifts. And then lights. I'm surprised there aren't lights that are date dots, but you could use them that way if you have little numbers to put on it. but otherwise you can just make an adorable spread. So I'm going to jump over to voiceover, but I wanted to show the kit live because I feel like it's easier to talk through and get into the nitty-gritty of how adorable everything is. So this kit is still available. Planners Anonymous, they'll buy an inventory, and once they sell out, they sell out. So get it while you can because it is amazing. And they used to have thicker stickers and they switched over about a year. Gosh, oh my gosh, time goes so fast. 2 years ago, I guess. And these stickers are perfect. These stickers are amazing, incredible, perfect stickers. So I will get to planning. So the first spread that I start with is my month at a glance. I use this sparkly washi, but it's really thick, so I just ripped it in half, and it actually rips really nicely, really easily, which I wasn't necessarily expecting. So I really like how that looks. Just started off with a wintry, cold, sparkling snow type of a vibe. I used the snow globe date dots for the perpetual calendar. I think that's the right term for it, perpetual calendar or month at a glance. I really love seeing this type of layout where it's chronological. And in my brain, this looks more chronological than this traditional monthly calendar spread. So it's just like, it's a big list that I can work my way through. I'm a planner girl. I like my to-do list. So I throw these down and I decide to use one of these snow globe stickers. I do fight with this one quite a bit, laying down such a big sticker straight, especially with trying to layer something underneath it. I do love these stickers because they're transparent, so you can design your own snow globe, essentially, was the idea. And so I, for this one, choose the cute little gingerbread house, which I think helps bring in the snowy elements plus the cookie elements, so it worked pretty perfectly. There is a December sticker that I want to use as the header for this page, but I didn't have it with me since I wasn't at home, so I did add that after the fact. It was from a previous December kit from Planners Anonymous, and it just says December, so instead of BER, it's BRR, so that it's cold, you know? So yes, I fight with this a little bit, trying to get it to lay straight. Just trying to layer everything was a little difficult, but I figured it out well enough, well enough in the end. I had wanted to put it down before I finished the date dots, and classic me, I messed up the date dots. Last month I kept adding the 31st, and then this month I forgot to add the 31st. So you'll see me fighting with these stickers a little bit more, so bear with me. That's the thing that is a struggle when you're not using super thick paper, is that the page, even if you don't rip it, it can get very crinkled and not look perfect anymore. That's something I just had to get over because I am not somebody who plans perfectly. And I think one thing that I'm starting to realize about my planning style is I think I do best slowly building up layers. The same as I think they tell you to do if you're doing a shading drawing or something, you slowly build it up. So add the elements, base elements you want to the page, and then go back over it, see what's working, add more, instead of trying to plan out a whole page in advance. I think I like to just kind of sit with my planner and throw things down and then go back through the whole book and continue to just on each page be well, what is this page missing? What do I want to add? And I think that is where the magic is at for me, rather than trying to start to finish a whole spread. It does work sometimes in here, and then sometimes you'll see I don't know that I nailed it, but I do throughout the month go in and add more stickers as I go. I really love the second page that I did with the wintry snow elements. I grabbed the washi that I had said I probably wouldn't use, but I ended up really liking the snowy vibe of the first spread, the perpetual calendar, so I decided to stick with the wintry theme, and that's a spread too where I ended up adding a bunch more stickers after I started using the planner for the month. For the next page, I wanted to go into the cookies and the more pink color schemes. I love the smush washi so much. I feel like you can just throw that down and the page, like, you can be done. It's adorable. I put down another of the gingerbread house that I had put in the snow globe, a bunch of little gingerbread men, and that was pretty much it for that page. For the next page, I decided to go with a Christmas tree, build a little forest out of all the cute little trees throughout the kit. So there's the donut tree, there's a cookie tree, there's a couple decorative trees, and then I used the Christmas tree and snowflake washi tape that I had gotten from Rosey Life Planner. It took a while to figure out the placement of all of these trees. I feel like I pretty much got it in the end because I want to establish some depth and some layering and figuring out how to do that effectively. I think I got there in the end. I ended up not liking the two donut trees next to each other, so I put the donut tree in the bottom left corner instead to act as a counterweight. There's the visual weight on the page. And then to the top left corner, I did some of the terrible washi. I ripped it kind of incorrectly, and so the sticky part isn't on the bottom edge of the paper, but that's okay. So it just hangs loose a little bit. For each day, I am using the presents for the date dots, and I use the days of the week stickers until I run out of them. There's not a full month's worth of them in the pack. I believe it was 2 weeks worth, which that works for me. I'm not fixated on those. Plus I have a ton of leftovers from, a decade or so of being obsessed with planner stickers. So that pretty much wraps up this page. I do end up adding some wordfetti. It says you will love this. And again, as I go through the month and actually use the pages, if I have more blank space that I need to fill up, I'll go in and add more stickers. So I ended up doing that. I posted most of the final products on my Instagram if you're interested in seeing after the pen. And now you'll see me going back. I wanted to start putting in the little boxes because that's something that I was experimenting with trying to add to my daily spreads, is, as you've seen in previous videos, my do list, not to do, but do, like DUE. So for the gingerbread cookies page, that little gingerbread house that was blank seemed like a perfect fit. I don't necessarily love how those ended up, and I am starting to rethink that strategy for the new year. I like it in theory, but I do think my weekly spreads are going to be the more functional spreads. And then I'll keep the more journal-y feeling for the dailies. Just because it's harder to rearrange and set up everything for a single daily spread, especially in such a free-form page. So for the next spread, I wanted to use the gingerbread cookie drip, and I put the tree washi at the bottom again. I really like this washi just because it does kind of also seem like a cookie vibe to it. The little hearts look like they're little gingerbread cookies as well. I put down the present date dots, and then I decide to use a little cookie village with some stars in the sky. This ended up being a good page just to use to, I don't know, just like throw a bunch of stickers down after the fact. But for now, this is the nice framework. And that's what I mean when I'm saying, like, I think it's best for me to build things up slowly, especially as I see how I'm actually going to use the page, and where I'm going to be writing, how much I'm going to be writing. So just putting down a framework and then adding more in later when I'm actually using the page. So for the next page, I continue in the realm of the cookie drip. I wasn't sure how this would work, but I think I like how it turned out, just adding the icing washi on top of the cookie and icing drip washi, just to add an extra layer of frosting with the sprinkles. And then I really like how this worked out. I used some of the cookie with washi strips, again with the dripped icing, to create little shelves for each day. I think it ended up looking really cute, ooey gooey sweetness. I love it. So this is for Tuesday and Wednesday, and yeah, so I put little snowmen on the shelves. I put more of the cookie drip at the bottom with the little gingerbread men standing on each other's heads, and create a little scene with more gingerbread men on the left side. So it's a very cookie centric spread. There is, at this point, it's like I want to play with the cookie stuff, but I know I have a day that I'm going to be actually baking cookies with my cousin. We do this every year now. So I just wanted to save my favorite cookie items for that day. And I'm really in love with actually how this page ended up, because first of all, I'm in a dated calendar, but it's actually a 2024, not a 2025, because budget constraints. I wanted to save money and keep the style. Plus I liked the paper for this book better, and I like it all in one book, whereas for 2025, Linda had split up the ATGSM paper planners into 2 books to make sure they weren't too thick. I love a thick planner. Oh, you've seen. So there are occasional just completely blank pages that are meant to be the start of a new month. So it's the monthly dashboard page. So it doesn't have the grid or anything on it. So that's what's going on here. There's no grid, and I don't really like that bare look. So I decided to use the collage washi tape and then make a sort of collage spread on that page so that I can write in those boxes instead of on the page that doesn't have any grid or anything to help guide my writing. I use the washi that wasn't my favorite from this kit, which is the little gingerbread men. I wish it was just the Tower of Gingerbread Men. I would love the washi if it was just the little gingerbread men standing on each other's heads. Or even, it's just the Oh Snap that's on its side that really doesn't work for me. But I really love how that turned out, just sprinkling things onto the page, and it works perfectly with the collage style washi. So after the chaos of that page, I wanted to get more into the wintry, soft, cool tones for the holiday. And there were these little nutcracker and reindeer stickers that I really loved. And the tone of them, I don't know, it just seemed like it would work well with this very faint, pretty pastel version of the Christmas washi on the side and the sparkly washi up top. I just think it all works really well. I actually really love this page. It really is sometimes as simple as just find the theme with the stickers, and the theme can just be, I want to use all the stickers that are similar in this way. So the ornaments are the similar, really faint pastel muted colors. So I put the ornaments. I put the 3 little mice because it reminded me of the Nutcracker, even though they're not rats, but if you've seen the Nutcracker, there's like the Rat King. So they seemed like they fit in. And then the big Nutcracker, and then all the little dolls. I think this one really turned out cute. For the next page, I'm using the Distress Oxide ink just as a stencil. That's the thing, I overthink sometimes, or underthink sometimes. Hey, it's me. And I wasn't, like, I want to buy all these stencils so that I can lay out pretty spreads, and it's like, just trace anything that is about the right size that you already have. You don't need to buy stencils for a square, find a journaling card, find, your stamp. So for this page, the idea is to make all of these squares into little presents that you can fill in. I ended up really liking how this page worked out. Again, I was working with the constraint of I wasn't at home, so eventually you will see me go back and color in some of the ribbons, but not all of them, just because I wanted to wait till I had more color options at home. And so I just sprinkled down some of the presents to pull together that theme. And I love, again, the present in the right hand corner. That's going to be the do items. I really love the boxes that Planners Anonymous does like that. They have a lot of them where it's like a sticker, but it's blank and big enough that you can also use it as a box, but it's deco as well as being a full box or half box. So I like how this page turned out. I layered some washi on top, and that is pretty much it. Now the next page, I struggled a little. I do like ultimately how it ended up, but I'm not sure how much of it I actually got on the first pass through, and it's still not perfect, but the concept is there. So if you watch this, learn from my mistakes of what's not working, and then do your own version. So I wanted to make gingerbread house boxes and use all of the cookie stickers and washi to pull it all together. So I'm decorating with the Terrible and the Sidebar gingerbread houses, and then drawing a couple of boxes to make my own gingerbread houses. And I think it almost works really well, but it's just not pretty enough. I think maybe I should have not been using pen, maybe used like a light gray for the outline, or just something a little different. But I do love like the base of the house being some of the washi strip, the chimney, or the roof of the house, and then using the icing drips as the icicles hanging from the house, or the snow hanging from the house. I do really like how that all came together. So do I think I completely pulled it off? No. But hey, A for effort, right? I think what I need to do, and I haven't done it yet, is make the house at the top also the 3D look, because I like the one on the bottom right a lot more than the one that's just face on. So I just add some deco. I add some gingerbread men who are hanging out at the house, and the word Fetty says wrapped in warmth and gingerbread love. Now on to the next page. This is another, I feel like this things started to go off the rails with my planning at this point, because I had no idea what I wanted to do. I was pretty much just killing time until the next spread, which is the one I was really excited to do. And so I just overkilled with the Christmas tree terrible washi stickers and the sidebar sticker. And so I totally ripped up the side of the page here. Again, I'm not a perfectionist. It's fine. And so I ended up having this kind of weird, it sort of looks like a stage curtain, actually, like for a theater. And I threw those down and just added a few dangling ornaments. I don't dislike how it turned out. It was just pure panic and chaos while I was making it. But no, I like it overall. It was just, sometimes things don't go how you expect. You'll see there's another spread that I think is just a train wreck, but I don't know. I do still like it. So this page is finally my cookie making day. And so I'm using all the prettiest of the washies. Man, I wish she had made the top washi that I'm using here as the washi roll instead of just a washi strip, because I think this is just the most beautiful thing. It is gorgeous. So I use the baked cookies from the bucket list sheet, and I decorate it with frosting because that's what you do with cookies. That's just what you do. At the bottom, I use more of the gingerbread. I really like that she had different elements and different types of gingerbread and frosting looks for the washi. Like, that, I think, is my favorite part of the whole kit. And then there's the gingerbread wreath and a gingerbread cookie train. It's not even an elaborate spread, but it's just the one that I was most looking forward to making. And you know what? I love it. I just think it's pretty. So for the next spread, I pull in, I was struggling with creative ideas, and you can see I took a break, so there was a little jump there. I pull in the Christmas tree washi from Planners Anonymous, where it's like the pattern, like the wave of the tree coming down. I love this washi, but it's just the color doesn't really match this kit. But if she made one of the more pastel one, I would be so obsessed with that too. I just want her to make more, just more of everything, please, Planners Anonymous. And then these snow globes I had hanging around, so I decided that would be the center of the spread here. So a few different snow globe elements, and one of them was already pre-designed, and then the others I decided to put in a little present in this adorable little mouse, because they just fit so perfectly. And I know that my voiceover was talking about the tree part while I was doing the snow globes, and the snow globes while I was doing the tree part. We're just winging it, guys. We're just winging it. So for the next spread, this is another one where I went totally off the rails. I had an idea. I don't think it really worked. It's too chaotic. And again, I think the biggest issue is I should have been using like a gray pen or a gray light marker instead of this super black pen. So it starts off fine. I put the little lights along the top, super cute. And then there wasn't enough of the strip. I wish there had been. Again, I would take a whole washi roll of these lights. So I decided to start dripping the lights down, and I want the little lines because they're hanging, right? And you can see the little hook they're hanging from. And that is where it just gets so full of lines and so full of chaos. I wanted to draw little light bulbs and have those be my boxes, but then the first one I drew, I was like, oh wait, that's way too small. So I drew a big one, but then the shapes were getting all wonky, and then it was just really busy looking. I do end up liking it, but it's pure chaos on a page. It's pure chaos on a page. Does it work? I don't really think so, but I don't hate it. I'm not like, ugh, I wish I hadn't done that, because it's just creative. It's just fun. We're just doing this for fun, and it does look better once I go in. And again, I didn't have enough tools while I was there, but I wanted to add some color, so I just do some shading around the bigger shapes, and I think that helps a lot with it coming together. But yeah, and I'm still going. I'm adding more. If you thought I was done, you were wrong. I add
all of them. There's so many. I didn't even add all of them. I just didn't know what to do. And I just started going crazy, I guess, is what happened. I was like, maybe if I add more, I'll like it more. But I like it. It's just, you can see I went off the rails a little bit. But hey, if you love it, let me know. I love that positivity. And yeah, just drawing the lines to the top. The lines are where it should have been something more faint than the black lines. So I'm like, okay, I'm done with that page. We're moving on. So this is where I use the washi that is like what I was saying. Like, I wish you would make a washi roll of this as well, because the colors match this kit, but it's similar in style to the more bright traditional green washi roll that I used on the other page. I would absolutely, like, she had a Halloween kit that she basically revamped, because there was the traditional colors and then she revamped to a more pastel color scheme, but it was a lot of the same elements, so you could use them together. If she did that with this and came out with a washi collection like that with the lights and that gingerbread and this Christmas tree, oh my God, I would throw my money at it. So next year for Christmas, if anybody made it this far who talks to Sammy, tell Sammy, we want the washi. It's all so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay, so this washi I saved for this day because it is Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So I have the Merry Christmas sticker, the garland. Here's where I go back and shade it a little bit, and I do think it immediately makes it look a little bit better. And sorry I had gotten so in the weeds about the washi, but yeah, this is where I add some washi at the bottom, and I just move on. So yeah, I saved the Christmas tree for that day, and I saved the fireplace for that day, a little Santa Claus for that day. Yeah, I think it's so beautiful. I love it a lot. And yeah, you can see I fill in some of the ribbons, and I think that also makes this page come together more, but I want to use some teal as well, which I didn't have with me. And at this point, I think I'm just like, okay, what do I want to do? What am I going to do with the rest of my time? I keep stopping on my favorite pages, as you can see, the cookie page and then the Christmas page. So I come back, and there's the adorable stamps, and you will see very soon I am not proficient at stamps, but we're here to have fun, okay? The crazy light bulbs, we're having fun. The Christmas presents and the gingerbread houses, we're having fun. We're experimenting. So I decide to start playing with the stamps, and you'll see like different pressures, different ink levels. It's a mess, but I literally have not had that much fun in so long. These stamps are adorable. The little faces, the little antlers you can put on, the bow, the little faces, the little Santa hat. It's such a blast that I do not care that it doesn't look good, because the whole point of this is just fun. I'm sorry, I had the best time doing this, so I highly recommend this kit. These stamps, and they're not the stickers. Like, I can use these over and over again every year and build my own little gingerbread men like this every year. I'll hopefully get better at it eventually, because they look like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I should have brought, again, my light pink ink, but I had so much fun. Sorry, I'm just cracking myself up with how unhinged these they look like they've been in a fight. Like, they've got black eyes and a big, like, bloody looking mouth. I don't know. It's so cute. Okay, and so then I just add some more of the like little gingerbread men on the bottom, and have a sweet Christmas stamp, and this is just a play page, and I have so much fun. So I to try to save some of how the right side looks, I just sprinkle different stickers like confetti down the side of the page. Using stickers as confetti has kind of revolutionized how I plan. And that's a big Hubman and Chubb girl, like just throw all the stickers down kind of a thing. So at this point I am like, okay, well, what stickers do I have left? And going from there. So I use the tree washi, this little tree garland, not tree garland, just garland, and I have all these ornaments. So I have those hang down from the top, the giant donut ornament, the little reindeer, and then a bunch of smaller ones, and I really love how that ends up looking. So then to fill in at the bottom, I have another little strip of the Christmas tree to counterbalance the weight of the washi on the top left, and I have this giant presents sticker, so I decided to frame the bottom with that and use some of the loose confetti-like presents and packages to fill it out even more, so it's like a bottom washi across the page. And I think it works. I don't know. I like it. Finally, we are on the last 2 days of the spread and of my planner, which is crazy. And so I still had some of my favorites, which were the gingerbread cookies. So I have that beautiful washi tape and this star gingerbread, the Happy Holidays sticker, the cookie tree, gingerbread men across the bottom, another gingerbread train, and I honestly at this point was like, I can't believe all of these stickers are gone. I think I need to repurchase this kit because I really love it. There's a few kits from Planners Anonymous that I think I do just want to purchase again to use again, and it's usually her holiday stuff, whether the holiday be Halloween or Christmas. So there was a December kit 2 years ago now, 2 or 3 years ago now, that was like blues and cookies, so like blue and brown, and cardinals were involved, so like blue, brown, red, and something about that is so like, I realized that I do decorate with pink and blue a lot, so around the holidays there is a lot of like pinks and blues plus the Christmas, and so it just works so beautifully. So that's one of my favorites. This kit is one of my favorites. The Halloween kit is one of my favorites, and I just want all of it in my stash. And I don't feel that way usually about stickers. Like obviously I want to keep them forever, but like once I use them, I'm not like, okay, now I need to buy more. But Planners Anonymous has that effect on me sometimes. So this is the final flip through, and you know, there are highs and lows of the setup, but I had an absolute blast with this kit. I think it is just one of the most beautiful kits. And it's so funny because it was so not the vibe I was looking for when she first released it, because I wanted the more traditional Christmas colors. But now, this year, oh, it's just the most beautiful thing. So I have my nutcracker spread, which I like a lot, the presents. And yeah, I feel like I had it's a nice combo of like playful, snowy, pretty, fun, like different types of spreads to get you through the whole month, and all done with the same kit and still a sense of cohesion, which I really love. Yeah, this is probably my favorite page still. That and the Christmas page. Because I knew I had more of a vision for those pages. I don't hate this page. I think it is funny and fun. And yeah, then we're at Christmas. So if you have made it this far in the video, I really appreciate you. Please like and subscribe, share any and all, because I am back, and in my most recent video, because I'm recording the voiceover really late, I had said that I have 1,500 subscribers and I'm trying to get to 3,000, and then I was like, well, I exaggerated. I didn't really have 1,500. I had like 1,460. But I am as of right now, one subscriber away from actually 1,500, and I am so excited. So you could be that person. And there will be a full flip through of this planner soon if you are interested in what is bulking this thing up so much. And keep an eye out for my other flow planners set up if you are interested in that using the Hub Manage Hub Girl Kit. Look at the chunk. Love the chunk.